Welcome to this tutorial about BirthMark tattoo platform. I will try to go through each function and show you how to use this platform as a tattoo artist, as a creator. And then we are going to look at how you can list your tattoos and make sales. So the first thing that you will need is to sign in. And if you have your MetaMask already, the site is going to be on Ethereum mainnet. If you come to this upper left corner, you're going to see which network you are working your wallet on. And the standard is Ethereum mainnet, but for the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to use Goerli testnet, which is going to be under the test networks. If you click on Goerli, and if you don't see this, probably this button is off. So you just click on show test networks, and you're going to be able to see Goerli. And when you click on it, we are on an Ethereum blockchain, but all of the Ethereum on Goerli testnet is fake. So we are not spending any real money when we're doing this test. I'm just going to click sign in. I'm going to click next and connect. And then there's going to be a signature and sign in again. When you sign in, you're going to see the create button, especially this is going to appear if you're a tattoo artist, but if you're just a buyer, you're not going to see the create button. And you're going to see your profile picture here on the upper right corner. If you click on it, there's going to be a pop-up window, and you can go to your profile or profile settings and a few other pages. And also you can sign out from the platform with your wallet. Let's go to profile. This is how my profile looks like. And let's go to profile settings. This is where I can change my profile picture, my profile banner, change my name, and add a bio. And if I save, it's going to save it, and it's going to update here. Let's change this. And you can see the change here. Let's go back to main page. If I want to create a tattoo on BirthMark, the first thing I need to do is to create a collection. Because in order to create tattoos, we need to put the tattoos inside the collections. If we don't have any collection, we cannot create tattoos. To create a collection or a tattoo, you just click on the create button. And if this is the first time you're using the site, and if you haven't created a collection before, you're only going to see one of these boxes, which is going to be create collection. You won't be able to see the create tattoo yet. So the first thing you want to do is to create a collection. And this box just looks like our profile settings box. We just upload a cover photo for our collection. Let's pick something from here. We can upload a banner. Let's pick the same thing. And then we give a name to this collection. Collection symbol is a 3, 4, or 5 letter symbol that looks like an abbreviation of your collection name. So it's just kind of like the tickers in stock market. So if your collection name, let's say dragons, you can just set your collection symbol as like this, for example. When you're creating a collection, you're making a transaction on the blockchain. So it's going to open up your MetaMask, and it's going to ask you for a transaction fee. And you just remember we are on the testnet, so we are not spending real money here. This is just fake Ethereum. You can just click confirm. Please do not change the page or close the tab until this animation stops and we get a confirmation message. Depending on the traffic on the blockchain, this usually takes around 10 seconds, 20 seconds to a minute, but sometimes the blockchain is very busy and it may take up to a few minutes. Right now you can see we have the confirmation message. So we can see that our collection is created. We can see its name here. We can see the banner. We can see the profile picture for the collection. And we can start minting from this collection right away. Minting means creating an NFT on the blockchain. So when we're uploading our tattoos and turning them into NFTs, this process is called minting. Let's just click on this collection picture and we can see our collection page is created. There are no tattoos in this collection yet, but we can see the name, we can see the description, we can see that it's a collection. And let's click on create again. And this time you should be able to see two boxes and you should be able to see create tattoo box as well. Just click on that. And here you're going to see all of the collections that you created before. Just remember, you need just one collection to start creating tattoos. But if you want, you can make more than one collection and start making categories for your tattoos or different types of, I don't know, you can split it into years or styles or colored versus black and white tattoos, or just make one collection and put every tattoo in there. It's totally up to you. Let's click on dragons. Now this is the page for me to create my NFT, to mint my tattoo on the blockchain. So this kind of looks like the collection creation page. The only difference is right now we are actually creating a tattoo. You just click on upload a design. Let's pick something else. Let's pick one of the tattoos here. Now I can see the collection name here already. I cannot change it. I'm going to give a name to the tattoo. This kind of looks like, I don't know. Let's just call it tribal fish. And here you can pick the style for the tattoo. We have many styles here for you to choose from. And if you don't see the style that you're working on, please contact us so we can add them to the site. This is tribal, so I'm just going to click on tribal here and description. I just put a random description here. You can write whatever you want and just click on create a tattoo. And you're going to be seeing the same animation. Your MetaMask is going to pop up again and you're just going to pay a transaction fee. When you're creating tattoos or collections, these fees you're paying, they don't go to BirthMark. This is just standard Ethereum transaction fees. So we are not actually charging you for anything when you're creating collections or minting tattoos. And now I have the confirmation message that my tattoo is created. And if I click on this, I can visit this tattoo. Okay, this tattoo is not listed yet. It has a name, it has a description, it has the style I picked, it shows me as the artist, and it says pristine. That means this tattoo has never been inked on anyone before. So if somebody buys this tattoo, they know that they're the first person who are actually buying the tattoo from the original artist. So there are a couple of ways you can sell this tattoo, but before I go over them, I just would like to cover this page a little more. Here we see the listing price. It shows nothing right now, but it will show something when we list it for sale. And also it shows the offers. If we have offers from other people, that might be usually might be lower than our list price. Some people want to pay, I don't know, 25% cheaper. Maybe they don't have the full amount. They can make you an offer. It's going to show up in this box. Here we have some information, and if you click on these, you're going to go to our Git book, which you can read all about the site and its functionality in detail with images. And this is the important part about BirthMark Tattoo. This is the novel properties box we created for digital tattoos and their trading. So when you make a tattoo, it is pristine. It must be an original design and never been tattooed on someone else before. And obviously we don't want people to copy other people's tattoos and mint them on our platform. So just put your original designs and make sure you haven't inked them before. And it's going to be pristine, and you can see that in the status section in the properties box that it is pristine. Inked count shows how many times this tattoo was inked on someone in real life. So since it's pristine, naturally it shows 0. And ink date is the expiration date for the buyer to contact to the artist and get the tattoo done, get the tattoo inked on their skin in real life. Right now it shows none because this tattoo hasn't been sold yet. We're going to see a date here when this tattoo is sold. So how can I sell this tattoo? I can list it for sale, or I can start an auction. If I list it for sale, I'm going to put a fixed price for the tattoo. If I start an auction, then I'm going to put a minimum amount for the tattoo, which is called the reserve price. And if anyone matches that reserve price, my auction is going to go live, and people can bid more on that price. And at the end of the auction, whoever has the largest bid actually ends up buying the tattoo. The thing that you need to remember is when you're listing your tattoo for sale, remember that half of the list price is considered to be for the design of the tattoo, and the other half is the inking, which means, the real life application of the tattoo. And if one of your tattoo is sold, you get 50% of the money immediately in your wallet, which is for the design. But for the other half to fall in your wallet, the person actually needs to visit you in your shop and get the tattoo done on their skin. And on that day, actually, they make another transaction and you get the rest of the money. So when you're selling your tattoos on BirthMark, make sure that the price includes both the design, which is the 50% of your list price, and the real life application of that tattoo, including all the studio costs. This might sound complicated right now, but we're going to get back to that, so please don't be confused by this. Let's just start listing a tattoo and see how it works. Let's list it for a fixed price. Let's say I want to sell this tattoo for $1,000. I'm going to write 0.4 Ethereum to the price. Ethereum is right now around $2,500, so this is roughly around $1,000 or maybe 0.35. Inking duration is never mind one date. We're not going to see one day here. This is just for testing. The options here going to be 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or indefinitely. So this is the time frame you're giving to the buyer for them to contact you, make an appointment, come to your shop, and get the tattoo inked on their skin. So if you pick 1 year, the buyer's supposed to contact you and get the tattoo done on their skin within a year. After 1 year, you're not responsible from inking this tattoo because, in a year anything can change. Maybe you're not going to be doing tattoos anymore even, or maybe your prices are going to be much different. So we just want to give artists this option so that they have an expiration date for the inking promises that they're giving when they're selling these tattoos. Usually we recommend to keep this for 1 year, so if anybody buys your tattoo, they're going to have a year to contact you and travel where you are and get this tattoo. But you can also choose 3 months, 6 months, or lifetime, which is indefinitely. Let's pick 6 months right now. And if you want to sell this tattoo to someone specific, you can turn this on. You can enter their wallet address here, and then you can complete the listing. Right now, I'm not selling this to someone specific. I just want to put this up for sale on the marketplace and see who is interested in it. So I'm selling it for $1,000. I'm promising to make this tattoo on your skin for 6 months, and I'm completing the listing. Again, I'm going to wait for this animation to stop and have a confirmation message. Great. Now when I look at my tattoo, I can see the list price. I can see update listing. And also I can see an ink date. Remember, we put 6 months for the buyer to contact us and get the tattoo, and this is roughly July 24th. If I go to main page, I can see my tattoo listed on the main page as well. And let's go back to tattoo, and let's check update listing. Now, if I want to change the price of this tattoo, or maybe if I change my mind and I don't want to sell this tattoo, I can click on update listing. And if I want to delist, I can click the delist button, which is going to pull the tattoo from my marketplace, so nobody's going to be able to buy it. Or I can give a new price for it. Let's say 0.25, 1 year, and update listing. And I can effectively change the expiration date for the inking and also the price of the tattoo with this page. Great. Now you can see the list price is updated, and also the ink date is updated as well. So let's go to update listing again, and this time let's delist this tattoo. And we're back to where we started. We don't have a list price. We can see the list for sale button again. We can see start an auction button, and ink date's supposed to be reset. Let's refresh this page and see if that's going to work. Okay, I think there's a bug here. Or maybe it is taking a little bit of time for this to update. But I just want to show you start an auction. So if you start an auction, it is a little different than selling your tattoos for a fixed price. Obviously, you want to think of a reserve price that is the minimum amount that you want to sell this tattoo for. So let's say we were thinking about $1,000, but if you say, okay, I want to sell this tattoo for $1,000, but I can sell it as low as $500. So let's say 0.18 Ethereum. This is roughly $500. And inking duration is going to be the same. And this time we have a box called auction ends. And if you click on it, you can run this auction for a day, 3 days, 1 week. And again, this 120 seconds, just never mind that. This is not going to be here. This is just for testing purposes. Let's say I want to run this auction for a day. I'm going to start an auction. Great. Now my NFT page looks a little different. I have a timer here, which is 24 hours, and it is counting down. I can see my reserve price, which is the minimum price for people to buy this tattoo. I can see if there are any bids right now. Nobody has any bids on this tattoo yet. I can update the auction just like I can update the listing before. And I can see a message here that the reserve price not met yet. And nothing else has changed. If I update the auction, I can cancel auction, which is again pull this tattoo off the market, or I can change the reserve price or the inking duration and update the auction again. But one thing that I need to keep in mind, if there are any bids on this tattoo, I mean, if somebody put a bid of 0.18 Ethereum or higher on this tattoo, I'm not going to be able to update the auction, because when somebody puts money on your tattoo already, there's no way to go back. You can only update the auction or cancel the auction if there are no bids on your tattoo yet. So this is something important to keep in mind. I am just going to cancel this auction. And I think this is enough for the first video. We see how we create collections. We saw how we create tattoos, and we saw how we list them, and what listing means, and what auction means, and what this properties box do. Apart from the bug here that this should be reset right now, maybe, like I said, I need to wait for a couple of minutes. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's because I need to sign in or sign out or wait for a couple of minutes. But other than that, everything is working perfectly. Let me sign in again. Yeah, it's still here, so we need to check that. But I think this is enough for creating collections, tattoos, and listing them. And in the second video, I'm going to use the site as a collector and actually show you how to buy tattoos and what happens when somebody buys your tattoos?